AJ, talk to me about Alex Palmer, because since he arrived, we've been full of praise for him because he has, he turned in some tremendous performances, excellent saves. But I noticed a few grumbles recently about, maybe he's not quite been hitting those heights. And Stu, I noted that in your piece, your observations you did this morning, there's something along those lines. Not been hitting the heights in recent weeks. So, what's your take on Alex Palmer, AJ? Has he kind of taken a dip recently, would you say?
Possibly. It's kind of made a rod for his own back, hasn't he? Because he came in and essentially became like the next Iker Casillas for a few weeks. He was unbelievable. And you think about his first Premier League game when he played against Villa, and he was unbelievable there. And when you look back at the goals that Town have conceded, and especially compare it to the first half of the season, where you probably go through and say, that was a goalkeeper mistake, that was a goalkeeper mistake, that one was also a goalkeeper mistake. There was none of that really in the early stages of Alex Palmer's time. And I don't think that there are that many that you could put down to him, but there are some where you have to then think, could he have done better? And it's the goals, but there's also some kind of other individual moments, on-ball moments. So I think that you kind of have to separate the saves and what he's doing on the ball. With this one, you're looking at, is he supposed to do better with the save? Is he supposed to make a save to keep the ball out of the net, essentially, breaking down what a goalkeeper does here? And the answer, it's difficult because there's so much power behind the shot. And it's one where if he makes the save, I think everyone's saying, wow, that was a really good save from Alex Palmer. But the fact that he didn't make the save means that we're sat here saying, well, he should have really done better. So it becomes quite hard to assess. And I think it's harsh to pin too much on him, but he will be disappointed with it because he positions his body well and he's just too late to it. The ball goes up and over him. But there is a lot of power behind it. And then there's other aspects with his game that come to on-ball work, for example. And I think that you see bits where, especially against top-level opposition who press the hell out of you, it can become harder. So there have been times where he's passed the ball straight out of play. There have been times where there have been miscommunications. We had the obvious, infamous indirect free kick against Wolves, which you'd say really has to go down to him more than anyone because he just let the ball roll under his foot. So there are little bits that come with that, but you also have to caveat that with, it's the obvious one. He's coming in January in front of a defence that has conceded about 1 million goals this season in a league that he's not played in before, having left West Brom on a permanent deal for the first time in his career. There's a lot of different moving parts into that. And yeah, there will be things that he will be disappointed with. But I think that overall, the net impact that he's had, even if he has tailed off a little bit since coming in, it's a huge net positive for me.